Greetings, I'm Rob Chappers.
And I'm the captain.
Welcome back to Andertons.co.uk. It's basically your internet home.
It is. A lot has changed since the last time we saw you on video.
And nothing.
I haven't slept for 3 weeks since the birth of my baby daughter.
And I've slept too much and not gone to bed early enough because I'm jet lagged from being in America.
Yeah, absolutely. Rob's clocked up about 1 million miles on air miles, and so yeah. We're going to do our best. I suspect that this morning's video will be the most lively that you see us over the next month's worth of videos.
You could call this Chappers and Lee the Sleepless Chronicles, or the Chappers in Sleep Saddle.
So here's a challenge for Rory, our erstwhile editor. Cast your minds back to 2007. Maybe let's see a picture of what Rob looked like then.
Oh, for God. Why?
Because in 2007, that is when the guys who, if you don't know the history of Blackstar, the 3 guys, I think, who broke away from Marshall prior to that and decided to do their own thing, start their own guitar amp company, launched Blackstar. And 2017, to celebrate the milestone, is their 10th anniversary. They have decided to do 3 super cute little 10-watt valve amplifiers, each one in the style of one of their kind of famous amplifiers.
It's almost as if Blackstar got together a little board meeting and they went, right, okay,
shh, don't tell Jim.
We've got the catchphrase boom. That's cool. Now, where did we get that from? Robin Lee. Okay. Should we design, Rob and Lee, an amplifier each, boom, one perfectly designed for their requirements in video practice and demonstration purposes? And it was probably a resounding, and then, so they ended up with an amplifier on this side that almost exactly is the requirement for Lee Anderton of blues and rock fame. One this side, which is almost perfectly required for this complete gibbering person sat here.
So,
and then who's that one for?
I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, but we'll plug it in. Probably, well, I don't know. We'll find out. So, I'm glad you pointed that one, because the very first amplifiers that Blackstar ever made were the Artisan series. Still in the catalogue now. They were, I guess, an attempt by Blackstar to go right in at sort of like the top end.
Just right in,
ham-wired, boutique-inspired. At the time, there was a little bit of controversy because the colour was very similar to the colour that Cornford were using for their amplifiers.
Oxblood, Slain Bull.
Kind of, I guess, that sort of British voxy, kind of hot vox kind of vibe in the Artisan. So we'll plug that one in a minute. Wind the clock forward a little bit, and their attempt to do a more modern, sort of gainy, switchy amp with new features like MIDI and DPR. Dynamic power reduction. That's all. They did Series 1. So this little one here is like a little 10-watt nod towards Series 1. And the most recent addition to the catalogue has been the Artist range, which definitely a little bit more vintage Fendery sounding. So we got a little 10-watt Artist. Should we do some tone?
Well, I will do some tones, but let's chat a bit more.
Let's chat a bit more.
Because they love it when we talk.
They do.
While I was in Hollywood recently, having dinner with some friends, I spoke to the gentleman who wrote the Marshall book, the big thick...
What's his name? Not Tony Bacon.
His name is Michael Doyle.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. And I said to Michael, I said, why don't more people make amps with KT88s? Because I think they sound absolutely fat. And he said, you know what? They're difficult to get hold of. Joss is making excited gesticulations of manliness. He said they're hard to get hold of and they're quite expensive to make. And lo and behold, here we are with an amp rammed, action-packed full of KT88s and single-ended. That's why...
So the KT88 is the big one, isn't it? That's the one that literally looks like a lava lamp.
It's like a missile.
It's
like a crimson glowing
I knew exactly
glass.
It looks like something else, Pete Honore has just said.
It's like a greenhouse in your amplifier.
I gotta be honest with you. I think you'd have a very strange looking you know, chubby if your thing looked like a KT88. But hey,
I think it would be classified as a glass chode.
There's one power tube in each of these amplifiers, which is why they are single-ended operation. Preamp tubes, I guess, what, 12AX7s, looking for a nod from somebody. Yes, 12AX7s in the preamps. 12-inch Celestion 7080 speaker, same speaker in each of the 3 amps.
Yeah.
So let's
start with some of the cleans. Yawn.
So what is it? It's a sort of a single preamp with a boost button, isn't it?
Yeah. So this, I'm taking the joy button out. So it's just.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's warm and fat.
Warm and fat.
Because of that giant glassy chode.
Speaking of California, it was warm and fat.
But if you press the good button, suddenly you got all the... It's just...
Oh,
really?
What did that...
No, that's my palm touching the strings in a lazy fashion and touching the pickup.
Oh, was it? Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. It was definitely doing a...
But listen to the sustain lead. That's KT88 singing its nads off. It's really loud. The speaker's going, all right, mate. Thanks. I know you're there behind me.
Would you mind if I tweaked a little bit whilst
Tweak away.
So we'll have a top view of this amplifier now, if you please, Rory. Very, very simple. Gain, EQ, reverb, and master volume. And a little button here to, as Rob described it, the joy button. I'm guessing the EQ is its ISF. Yes, it's ISF, infinite shape feature. So it's not just a, you know, a turn it up and get brighter. I can't believe that even saying the word infinite shape feature should... I wish one day we'll get a 360-degree camera in here so that you can
really
literally see what
That's the end
goes
of our
on.
careers, Lee. There's no way we'll recover
So
from
let's... you can see here Rob's actually not got the gain wound up terribly high. It's around about 11 o'clock. And let's just play with this infinite shape feature. That's great, man.
Yeah.
Fully gunned. Here we go.
It's really beautiful sounding.
It's 10 watts, so as a tube amplifier, it's one of those amps that'll give you some fairly good tones at really low volumes and some incredible tones at sort of medium volume, you know, like as in, what could you could definitely, I mean, this is definitely a small gig volume, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, without any doubt. Because Class A, isn't it?
Yeah. Every single amp, it has a effects loop in it. Every single amp has the option to plug into a bigger speaker if you want to. And cleverly, Tom Cleverly, who I think used to play for Man United and maybe plays for Watford or something now. Anyway, no, cleverly, one of the things I've always liked about Blackstar product, going right back to the old HT5, is the emulated output is pretty authentic sounding. It's had a tweak on these, so the emulated output has been shifted so that it now also reacts based on how much you gun the power amp as well. And what's quite nice about this, if you put the amp in standby mode, take the emulated output into some sort of recording, you know, little interface or something, you can get silent, you know, authentic sounding guitar tones from the combo, which is cool.
Well, sonically speaking, it's got the weight, punch and terrifying power of Mike Tyson, coupled with the screaming highs and beautiful harmonic bounteousness of Gal Gadot.
Wow! You can take that to the bank.
Yeah.
Who's Gal Gadot? Oh, Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman. Sorry. I thought it's where you said it like as one word. I was thinking, is that a superhero, Gal Gadot? And then I realised it was two words.
She's my hero.
She's my hero, Wonder Woman. I like the old Wonder Woman better. What was her name?
The old one, MILF woman.
What's her name? What was her name?
That's one of those.
She was a famous lady, wasn't she?
All right, I'm here to save you. Step into this lasso a minute.
Yeah, step into this truth rope. Okay, Wonder Woman, anything you say.
I find you oddly alluring, despite the fact that you're a bit older than I should probably be hitting for.
What was her name? Pete's looking it up. Shall we move amp?
No.
So the amp that I was using was the Artist 10, and I had it with the boost circuit switched in for that opening jam. So I've switched that off now, and what I'm going to do to demonstrate its cleanest setting is take the gain down to about 9 o'clock and the power amp on maximum. So I don't know what's been gone on there. Big. Really big, very, very clean. Not even a hint of
it is right there. Up your alley, isn't it?
It is totally my thing. And then a little bit more gain. Not convinced this guitar's even remotely in tune.
It sounds okay,
does it? I have basically 3-week-old baby ears. I can't basically distinguish anything.
All you can hear is...
Yeah. I like it. I like that a lot.
Crank the gain, Lee.
I can crank the gain, but without putting the boost in, and we'll go. Sounds great. And then I can put the boost in, which I gather is the same drive circuit as the Blackstar LT drive pedal. So. So quite a range of tones in there. I was using a delay pedal through the effects loop in that opening jam, which I really liked as well. I really like it. It's funny, isn't it? Sort of 10 watt 1x12s rarely disappoint, do they? I think it's a really good format for a kind of an amp to use in this kind of environment where you can tonk it up a little bit and it starts to sort of go. This one had the 6L6 in the power section, if I remember rightly. Looking for a ginger nod, got one, good. 6L6 in the power section.
I remember the last time I got a ginger nod.
Do you?
I don't want to say that Blackstar have just totally redeemed themselves, but I will say Blackstar have just totally redeemed themselves.
Wow. So, okay. I mean, that's yeah, that infers that you've not been a big fan of previous amps.
I've always liked the brand, but I've always kind of gone Blackstar HT5. That's the amp everyone knows is the best amp they make.
Yeah.
If you haven't got one, you're an idiot. Go and buy one. If you can't afford one, get a job. Stop asking your dad for £10 every 2 days and then saving it for an amp. I'd like to sort of butter the edges of that statement with the fact that I'm very jet lagged. But I want that.
Yeah.
And I want that. They're really good.
The weird thing is I want that more than I want one of the bigger artists, and I want that more than I want one of the bigger series ones.
Me too.
And I'm almost certainly going to want this more than I want the bigger artist then.
I played all three of them before you turned up.
Yeah.
They were all really good. This is the best one, just so that you know in advance.
For you, it's the best one.
It's 88 times better than the others.
Well, this one's...
Killer Tube 88, that's what that one is.
So who's plugging into this? Is this more my bag or your bag?
We should both plug into it.
Okay. What, simultaneously? I don't think we'll fit. I'm going in.
You're getting in the front.
What does that sound like? It's a bit fiercer than this, isn't it?
Brighter.
Brighter than this one.
It's more voxy.
It probably is. Let's just
way more
put the
voxy.
boost.
Do it, Lee.
I'll put the boost in and we'll see.
Get it!
Haven't found a tone yet that I'm liking as much as either of these.
Oh, I did.
Okay, well maybe it's a humbucker
thing.
thing. Yeah, let's just. What does it do with like everything in?
That's such a good-looking beard.
It's definitely it's an amp that I think you want to gun a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But let's try it with some humbuckers and see what happens.
So gun it.
Yeah, I've gunned it.
And
So
then,
take the gain down a little.
Is the joy button on?
The joy button's in.
Okay. So let's.
Can we literally just A/B the gain sound on that to the gain sound on that?
Well, this one's better because it's 88 times better than the others, like I said.
So that one's 34 times better than that one then.
Right, so you do
that's
the cable
an EL34. I just want to hear, because this is I think sounding a little bit more sort of angry distortion, whereas this one's a little bit more sort of smoother distortion, but we'll see.
Horror beer. Wait, what happened to the game?
It wasn't. It was just where it was. I didn't touch anything.
It was... like it a lot, man.
Yeah. That sounds better with Buckers than it did with...
For sure.
So there we are. So they're £499 each. They are limited in the UK to... You will be one of only 150 people who will be able to buy one of these in the UK. 150 of each. And 1,000 people in the world. So fairly limited. Yeah, $4.99 in the shops now. I'll put links in the description below. My favourite is this one.
My favourite is this one.
My second favourite was probably this one, actually.
My second favourite was this one. And I think this is some of the best stuff that Blackstar have made in about the last 3 years.
Yeah, still not as good as the band called Blackstar, though, in fairness, are they?
I'd love to know where the name Blackstar came
from. The band. There's Ian, the MD. It's literally used to be in a Blackstar tribute band.
Right.
Yeah. He didn't really. Probably can't say that last bit.
Well, on that startling revelation from Lee Anderton, 2017, December.
2018. This is January. We're in 2018.
You know,
what did you get for Christmas, Rob?
You know what I got?
What'd you get?
I got myself a Razer Blade laptop for gaming.
Right.
But I'm playing exclusively games from 1990s like Wizardry 8, Diablo 2 with the expansion set, obviously, and then The Witcher, because why not? I think, I don't know for sure, but I think my wonderful wife has got me a Nintendo Switch with Zelda. Ooh. And I got myself a new iPhone because my other one was dying.
Happy Christmas. See, today is the December the 19th, is it?
What did you get for Christmas, Lee?
I'm hoping I got a pair of Apple AirPods.
Sick.
Are they called AirPods? The wireless.
And a tiny Phoebe.
And a baby, yes. And that conversation where you sit on the sofa looking at your exhausted wife going, have you bought anything for me for Christmas? She goes, no. And I'm like, good, because I haven't bought you anything either. Should we just leave it like that? She's like, yes. So really, I'm very surprised.
When they say yes, they mean, you better get me some.
Yeah, and then literally Christmas Day when she gives you the mega present and you just go, oh,
I just gave birth to your daughter, Lee.
I've been told that basically her birthday is shortly after Christmas, and I've been told in no uncertain terms that I am to provide the combined birthday, Christmas and push present in one go. Yeah, exactly. That's what she said. So, so please, could you buy lots of these so that I can afford to buy my wife the birthday, Christmas and push combined present that she wants in February?
You know what they say, diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Yeah.
So I've been Rob Chappers. You guys take it easy. Maybe don't put that bit in.
Happy New Year! I don't know how I'm going to get through today.
I'm Rob.
I'm the captain.
Bye.
Bye. What would happen if Wonder Woman and the Bionic Man, had children? Would they be literally like? Because that was about. I always thought you had Lee Majors doing Bionic Man and whatever this lady's name is doing Wonder Woman. Linda Carter. Carter.
Oh my God, we're so old, Lee. We're so old.
They were around about the same time, weren't they? I always used to sort of think, maybe they should hook up, have children. Be amazing. Bionic Wonder Kids.
Right.
Be amazing.
Bionic Wonder Kids.
Anyway, so. At least tune properly.
So while he's tuning, I just thought I'd introduce you to my new secret technique. Chapstick. It's a weaselly, applicable finger lubricant that absolutely helps you glide across those strings. Like
a finger lubricant for when you need to put your finger somewhere where it needs lubing.
Like
is that what you're saying?
Christmas morning. And do you want to? It absolutely gets you across.
Is that a bona fide technique? I mean, Vaseline on the fingertips. Is that?
I'm not going to tell you my bona fide technique, but I'm going to tell you that this is definitely chapstick.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Andertons Guitar YouTube channel. If you're a drummer or a keyboard player or interested in music technology, you might find one of our other channels interesting, and I'll put details of those in the description below. If you want to find out more about the products we've just featured, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like this, please click here. If you want to watch another video on our guitar channel, click down here. And to subscribe to our guitar channel, click here. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.